Hello everyone and welcome back to the Minecraft video, and today I want to be showing you guys the AbyssalCraft mod. It is such a fun mod, and we also have a special guest. We have with us today DANTDM. Now the reason he's with us is because obviously he has done this mod before on his channel. He loves it so much, and he's such a good guy and he's so fun to be with. But I've set up loads of chests. So in the first one we have our armors and our weapons. Then we have our ores and our foods. Then we have our tools. And then finally we have our spawners and an Oblivion death bomb, which is absolutely crazy. And then in a few minutes, once we've done, we will do the gateway key, which as you can see here, it says right click on the ground to create a portal. And do you guys know where this portal goes? I don't think Dan remembers very well. It's been a few years since he's made the video, but I think we should get started. So, to make the Abyssal Knight outfit, it's very simple. You have to go ahead and find Abyssal Knight ores, which are found randomly. Like, for example, there's some coal over here. You will find the Abyssal Knights the same way. Is there any over there? No, that's coal. That's some more coal. So we don't have any in our view right now, but once you find them in caves and things like that, you can make the Abyssal Knight items, which once you put them in the furnace, you'll get Abyssal Knight ingots, which are the exact same recipes as if you're making normal chest plates. So to get the Abyssal Knight chest plate, you need a total of 8 Abyssal Knight ingots. Add it in this formation and you're done. Now you're probably wondering what these items are. So there's quite a few upgrade kits. So if I go here, let me click upgrade. You can see there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 upgrade kits. And you have wood to cobblestone, cobblestone to iron, iron to gold, gold to diamond, diamond to Abyssal Knight, Abyssal Knight to corallium, and corallium to dreadium, which obviously means that after diamond, the next best one is the Abyssal Knight. Then after the Abyssal Knight is the corallium, and then one of the best ones is dreadium. So, gosh, it's absolutely crazy. But to make these recipes, they're quite hard. You have to start off with the wood. So, for example, to get the diamond to Abyssal Knight 1, you have to make the gold to diamond 1. And that basically means you've got to follow it all the way down to get the wood to cobblestone 1, and then keep on upgrading until you finally end up with the diamond to Abyssal Knight. So for me personally, it would make more sense to spend your time finding Abyssal Knight ores, because I just think it would be faster. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that's what I think. Then we have the refined corallium legs, which are made with really refined corallium ingots, which of course you can find the ores. So which one is this one? So we're looking for the corallium ore. There we go. We've got the corallium ore, and that's such a cool item. We have corallium infused stones. We have abyssal diamond ores. We have abyssal nitri ore. We have gold ore. We have iron ore. We have nitri ore. We have the dreaded Abyssal Knight ore. So we have quite a few new ores. They can just find randomly. So most of them can be used to make armors and things like that, which is really cool. So to make the corallium chest plates and really the whole outfit is exactly the same recipes, but using refined corallium ingots, which is just really intense. And of course, if you want to upgrade, is the Abyssal Knight to corallium, and then adding an Abyssal Knight helmet, and that will get you the refined corallium items. Then for the dreadium items, which is like one of the best ones, then you got to pretty much get the dreadium ingots, which is just a very simple recipe, but of course they're extremely rare. Now if you guys thought that diamond was rare, just imagine getting the dreadium. It's going to be extremely rare, and it just makes it so much better when you do get it, that it will be so much more worth your time. Exacxium items are very rare to find. To be honest, many of you will only be able to get these in creative mode. In survival mode, you'll probably never see these items, which is absolutely intense. But you got to get the Exacxium ingots, which are so hard to make. Of course, you just add these items to the Exacxium bricks, and you can kind of get the Exacxium ingots. The whole recipe is just so hard to get and so rare and everything that you'll just find this world too intense. Of course, you do have swords and things, which you don't use a stick. Instead, you use 3 of the ingots, which is absolutely crazy. But one of them has to be a brick because the handle cannot be a stone. So you use 2 Exacxium ingots, funny enough, in a row, which is quite, odd. Then the handle will be an Exaxium brick. So you have to find those whilst running around and things like that. It's really up to you. The Dreadium Samurai helmets have no recipes, but they can be found in chests randomly whilst doing things in Minecraft. So going down this cave, maybe eventually we will be able to find some sort of chest, but it's really dependent on the rarity and everything, so we might not even find it. Then we have the plated corallium items, which are made with corallium plates, which are made with corallium pails and refined corallium ingots and things like that. And then you get a refined corallium chestplate in the middle with 4 refined corallium ingots. And just the recipes are just over the moon, like you can kind of see all these recipes here. Some of them are just so hard to make. So most of you, to be able to enjoy this mod fully, you will have to go into, sadly, creative mode. That's like the only way you can do it. Then we have the dreaded Abyssal Knight helmets, which are really hard to make. Now, if you thought the other ones were hard, this is extremely hard. You need a total of 7 dreaded shards of Abyssal Knight, a Abyssal Knight helmet, a Dreadlands essence, which is just like impossible to find, and once you put that in a Necronomicon ritual, then you can literally make the dreaded Abyssal Knight helmet. And you must do it in the Dreadlands. And you also require 500 PE, which basically means that's how many monsters you've killed. So you have to kill 500 monsters to be able to actually go ahead and make this item. So it's just like so intense. So let's get out all these armors and let's kind of like show you guys what sort of bonuses they give. Some of them give bonuses, some of them don't. Some of them are just really cool to wear and things like that. But let's go ahead and try them on, and then we can do the weapons. So first up, we have the Abyssal Knight pretty much armors, which give you speed and water breathing. So it's really cool. And let's see what they look like. Gosh, I actually don't mind this outfit. It's really cool. It doesn't really go with my skin, but besides that, it's really cool. Then we can do the dreaded samurai boots and everything, the whole outfit. And look what we look like. Look at us. That is absolutely crazy. Oh, we look so scary. So then, we'll get night vision, speed 2, strength, regeneration, resistance, and fire resistance 2. Wow. So let's take this off. There we go. And now we can do the Exaxium items. So let's put that on. Let's see. Wow, we actually look like, I don't know, we look like some sort of block or something. This is really crazy. What's going on? So as you can see, we get different sort of bonuses. We just got strength. Now we've got saturation and we've got regeneration. So it kind of keeps on changing. So let's go. There we go. We've got strength again. So, and then saturation. So it gives you loads of different ones. It's very weird. Let me just get off that again. Let me see what else we get. And now it's stopped. Oh, there you go. We actually got all 3 now, which is really cool. So yeah, you kind of get the idea of how crazy some of these outfits are and what they do. So let's go ahead and let me put this item off us now. And let's do the Dreadium. Here we go. Wow, I love the red. Really cool. We've got night vision, speed 2, and resistance. Not bad. So let's get this off. There we go. And then if we put on the corallium items, so now we have night vision, which is just really cool. And look at our eyes. We absolutely look crazy. What's happened to DANTDM? He's getting stuck. What's going on? Why are you stuck for? Did you? Oh, that's so weird. What even happened? Are you okay? Something's happening to him. Is he ill? What's going on, Dan? I don't get it. Please tell me. It seems like when he touches the biome, he gets hit. Why? And why am I not getting hit? Maybe it's the armor. It's very confusing. So let's put on the corallium items. There we go. And we've got night vision, speed 2, resistance, and water breathing. Not bad. Not bad. And let's see what we look like. Not very big fan of the green. I do love the dark purple. That was so cool. And then finally, we can put on the dreaded Abyssal Knight items. We've got night vision, and we have fire resistance 4. Wow. And look at our helmet. It's cracked at the top. That's just so cool. Dan, what's even happening? I don't know what to do. What do I do? Let me go. Fire resistance. Fire resistance. Here we go. Let me just splash it near you. That didn't do anything. Oh my days. Are you okay? Okay, there you go. You got fire resistance now. That's really cool. Dan, I don't know what to do. You seem to be a bit lost today. It's very confusing. Maybe I should give Dan some armor. So let's see. Let's give him this. Can I give him armor? No, he can only hold. The items I give him, he can only hold, which is a shame. Let's put that there and see what happens. No, Dan, he can only hold items, which is such a shame. I wish he could. I could give him items to put on rather than to hold. But anyways, we have to move on now because we have so many items to go through. So let's go ahead and we go here. There we go. Just a few more items now. So we have quite a few swords. I've kind of already shown you all the recipes for them. But the Exacxium is just pretty much an Exacxium brick and 2 Exacxium ingots. The Darkstone sword is made with 2 Darkstone cobblestones with a stick, which is like a very easy item to make. So the Exacxium sword has 12 attack and this one has 5. The Abyssal Knight sword has 8 attack damage, which is used with 2 Abyssal Knight ingots and a stick. Then the Dreadium sword, which has 10 attack, is made with 2 Dreadium ingots with a stick. And then we have the Refined Corellium sword, which has 9 attack, which is made with a stick and 2 Refined Corellium ingots. So we've done those items. Now for the bigger items. We have the Saxoth Soul Reaper's Blade, which is obviously obtained from the Saxoth's Soul. So that's a really crazy item. We have the Dreadium Katana, which is made with a Dreadium Katana Blade, which is made with crystallized Dreadium, which are found in chests actually, which is really cool. And then to make the Dreadium Katana Hilt is made with 2 Dreadium Land Woodland Planks, 4 Dread Cloths, and 3 Dreadium Ingots. So you guys will never be able to remember this. There's no point in me showing you. We have the Zodgirl, which is obviously obtained from chests and killing Zodgirls. The Corellium Longbow is made with 2 refined Corellium ingots, a bow in the middle, a Corellium Pail, which is made with pearlescent Corellium ores, and you put it in a furnace, and that will get you the Corellium Pails, and with 3 strings. Perfect. The Staff of Rending is made with a Shard of Oblivion, and then 4 Shadow Gem shards, which are made with Shadow Gem fragments, but you know, we keep on going in and in and in and in on all these recipes. Trust me, we'll never see the end of it. The Transmutation Gem, this item can be infused with Abyssal Knight items also. They will add new powers to them, which is just really cool overall, and it's just really nice to have. The Gateway Key, can't wait to use that one. We have the Staff of the Gateway Keeper, which is obtained from the Jazar, which is like a boss. Then we have the Azara Dreaded Gateway Key, can only be used within the Abyssal Wasteland, not bad. Then we have the Transmutation Gem, which I've kind of shown you guys already. And then we have the Chagaroth, wow, what's that second? Relithian Gateway Key, wow, really nice. Dan, you are still on fire. What is even going on with you? Why are you on fire? Time set 0. Is this gonna help you out? I'm not sure if you're burning because it's nighttime or not. So we have a few items here. I'll just kind of show you guys what they look like. So that's what this item looks like here. Let me take this items off there. There we go. So that's what it looks like. Really cool, really fancy, really simple. This is the katana. Kind of bent a little bit, but still really cool. Do you know what? I'm going to give this one to DANTDM. Here we go. That's yours. Really cool. I like it. So now let's see what our Zuggle looks like. Wow, really nice. Some of these have really high attacks. So that one has 30 attack. This one has 20. This one says, arrows will apply Corellium Plague on hit. Wow, really nice. So we right click. Gosh, do the arrows look different? Yeah, the arrows do look different, which is just really nice. I can't find any monsters around here, so I guess we'll just leave it like that. Not bad. The Staff of Rending, as you can see, has no sort of like attack. Part of it is to suffocate the monsters, which is not so bad. DANTDM, I'm going to have to let you die. You're going to have to spawn back somewhere else. And then it stopped. How weird. You are tricking me. I'm sure you are. The Staff of the Gateway Keeper. This is a really cool staff. Really fancy. And to be honest, it doesn't have a very good attack. So I don't know why it's even there. But besides that, it's pretty cool. So let me right click with this gateway key of the Shakarov's Pliglium, wherever it is. Nothing happened. Because we can only use it in the Dreadlands. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Nothing happened. And the gateway key, here we go. Oh, that looks so scary. What happens if we do it again? I've seen other sort of like gateways. Nope, same. Gosh, I want to get rid of this. I don't want anyone to see it. So we only leave one open. There we go. Dan, don't you dare go in there without me. I'm coming with you. Okay. So let's put all these items back. The only items I want to take it out is actually the 2 keys. So there we go. We've got those 2 keys. And then here we have loads of foods and everything. We have the anti-beef. We have the anti-chicken, anti-pork. We have rotten anti-flesh. We have anti-spider eye. Omothol gold flesh. We have the anti-plague flesh. We have the anti-plague flesh on a plate. Now to make the plates, they're pretty much made with iron ingots. So you add 2 iron ingots in this formation and you get an iron plate. You can add pretty much chicken to it. You can add pork chops. You can add beef. You can add fish. You can get a fried egg now, which is pretty crazy. Which you just add an egg to a furnace, and they pretty much give you better healing. So that's the only reason you would use the plate. We have the Corallian plague flesh on a bone. With the Corallian plague flesh, we have meal ready to eat, which is 2 carrots, a steak, and a plate. So all these recipes are just really cool. So you will kind of find these whilst killing anti-cows, anti-chickens and everything, which is just overall really nice. Then we have the tools. You'd make them exactly the same as if you're making the other items. So like the dark stone, you'd add a dark stone cobblestone with 2 sticks to make a spade, etc. And you get the idea. The abyssal items or the abyssal tools are made with like abyssal night ingots with sticks and everything, which is just once again really nice. The refined corallium pickaxe, for example, is made with 3 refined corallium ingots with 2 sticks. So it's pretty much exactly the same as if you're making normal pickaxes. The dreadium pickaxe is made with 3 dreadium ingots with 2 sticks, and you kind of get the idea with all the other items like the hoe and everything. The exacxium pickaxe is made with 3 exacxium ingots with 2 exacxium bricks. So instead of the sticks, you use exacxium bricks. So, you'll get it eventually, but I'd strongly recommend to be on creative mode or have not enough items mod installed. Are you glitching out there? Installed so that you can actually find all the recipes for these items. And then we will come back in a minute to do all these spawners. It's going to be so cool. But first, I want to show you guys what's inside here. Dan, you going to come with me? Here we go. Wow. This is crazy. Look at all these colors. And look, there you go. You can find some ores right there. I think DANTDM freaked out and he's not coming. So I wonder what other gate... Whoa, this is crazy. And here... No, we can't do that one. So we have to move on to the next one. So the Azeroth's dreaded gateway key is next. So I kind of spawned one there, but we'll come back into it in a minute. So as you can see, we have loads and loads of the items here. We have Mr. Wilson. We have Pete. So I don't know. We have the Depths Gal, which you'll see in a bit. Wow. This is really nice. And some of you are probably wondering, what is that huge tower? The only reason you would climb this tower of obsidian and glowstone is to get to the top, which is like 100 blocks high. Now you guys just wait for this. You'll find loads of them. We have one there. You'll find some more over there. Right at the top, you find a diamond block. So I guess it's quite a good reason to come up here. Just get that diamond block, which is really cool. So there's a nice reward when you go to the top. So can you see that one over there? There's another tower right at the top. Oh, it's absolutely crazy. We have some other items down there. And just overall, it's really cool. So let's go ahead and do the next one. Oh. So this one will take us... Where would it take us? I guess into the Azeroth's area. Here we go. Let's see. Wow. This one is really weird. And let's see what these monsters are called. I've never seen this before. These are called the dreaded Abyssal Night Golems. So I'm sure when you kill them and everything, let's get a nice little item out. Let's get this one out. It hits really nice. So when you kill them, let's see, what did we get? No, we got some money. There you go. We got a dreaded chunk of Abyssal Knights, which can obviously be used to make the Abyssal Knight ingots. So that's how you kind of get the items with the Dreadium items. So it's so cool. And let's see. Wow. Really nice. And look! Different biomes and everything. Really cool. And over here, what do we have? We have the Abyssal Night Golems. Then we have the Dread Spawn. Gosh, that looks scary. And wow. This whole biome is just so cool. Honestly, I love this color. I could live with this. Maybe I should move here. We have a Dreadling. We have a Dread Guard. Wow. I wonder how you find the bosses. Now, bosses are really hard to find. So some of them, well, some people just prefer to spawn them really. With a fist of Chagaroth. Wow. I'm just over the moon here. And then, I think we've done all the items. Did we do this one? I'm not sure. Let's just check real quick. I think we did. Maybe we didn't. Look at that. This is so cool. Where will this take us? This will take us to the Chagaroth. Whoa. Guys, I think I've lost home. And look, can you see that? It's all like levitating off the ground. So the only way you can actually get to over there is... Let's see. Look at that. It's all levitating. So to be able to get to like up here and stuff, you would have to get blocks and slowly but slowly make your way over to be able to find these really cool areas. This is like really fancy. Let's see. We've got a shadow creature. We have an Omothol goal. Wow. Who would have thought? You know, who would have thought all of this nice cool stuff would have been in here? So let's see. Let's see if we can get back home now. Nothing happened. Let's go here. Nothing happened. I wonder what happens when you go back in. Here we go. Okay, so now we're back to this area. Perfect. And let's spawn the next one. Let's go back inside. And then let's spawn the next one, which I think should take us back home. I'm not sure. Wow. Where are we? And this seems to be like some sort of like natural structure. Where are we? Where did we go? Okay, I'm scared. And who even built that? That is crazy. Okay, guys. So, to be honest, I think I've shown you all the spawners. I don't think there was any really left that you guys didn't see. I think, and I'm guessing here, that our chests are right in here. You know, it would make perfect sense if they were in here. So let's go look for them real quick, and hopefully DANTDM is still there, kind of protecting our little area. Would you guys believe it? DANTDM is actually sitting down waiting for us. Who would have thought? And I actually found it back. This is so surprising. I thought I've lost it forever. I was like, oh, poor Dan. He probably doesn't know that I've actually gone and probably won't see him again. But thanks for waiting, Dan. That's really nice of you. So now let's get out all of these spawners and we just quickly spawn them real quick to kind of see what they're like. So we have, I'm going to time set 0. So we have the shadow creature. There you go. We have the shadow creature there. We have the Azaroth the Fallen. Whoa, and that's a boss. That's a dragon. Wow, really crazy. And then we have the spectral dragon. Oh, oh, wow! He's shooting fire at me. Oh no, he's on fire. He seems to be doing something with this dragon here. Wow! I can imagine the sort of fights you can have in the other world. We have a dreaded guard, which we saw earlier. We have a dreaded Abyssal Knight Golem. We have an Abyssal Knight Golem. Oh, and now they're fighting because on different worlds. Then, what is this? The Jadazard Gates of the Abyss. Wow. He's really scary. And there you go. There's that staff we saw earlier. So he's kind of like the dropper of that staff. We have the Abyssal Zombie. We have the Spawn, the Death Gal. There we go. So overall, really nice and really easy and stuff. So let's go ahead and get the next few. We can put all those back. And then we have all of these items right here. Now this one here looks like a pig. Oh, but it's a demon pig. Wow. Oh, scary. Then we have a Fist of Chagaroth. And for some reason I have slowness. I don't know why. Oh, that's the one we saw earlier. Then we have the Shadow Beast. Nice. The Chagaroth, the Dread Beast. What? Ahem, I thought I gave you an assignment eons ago. Did I ever occur to you that it was permanent? What? I don't get it. I can't see that one, guys. Maybe next time. To spawn the Chagaroth, there we go. Then the Skeleton Goliath. Oh, there's that weapon we saw. Then the Demon Pig. Hello, Demon Pig. There's a normal pig right up there. He's like, buddy, no. No way. Then we have a Dread Spawn. Then we have a Dreadling. He's kind of like doing aerobics or something. I don't know what he's doing. Then we have the Shadow Monster, which is very similar to the one we saw earlier. Like the one over there. It's very similar, but it's a shadow creature. So let's go ahead and do the next few. So we put all these back in. We've almost done. I'm doing them really quickly because we have just so many to do. Even though I spent like 1 minute on each, it would be like 40 minutes just right there. So we have the anti-player. Wow. He's insane. Thank you, DANTDM, for being so polite and not like attacking any of them. We have the anti-pig. Ugh. We have the anti-gal. We have the anti-creeper. Oh, so there's creepers in this one. It's really cool. Anti-cow. The anti-chicken. Oh, scary stuff. I love the anti-chicken. It looks so cool. We have the anti-bat. There it goes. It's off and away. Then we have the Sakthoth Habian cow. Oh, and it suddenly got dark because I spawned him. Is there any monsters up here? Let me just see for a second. No. I was just kind of curious why, did not see them. So we have the anti-zombie. He's kind of like pink. I like it. It's like a pig. Really nice. So then, let's go over here. And let's put all these items back. And we can do our last few. So here we go. Great. So we have the minion of the gatekeeper. Whoa. He's my favorite. I want to know which one's your favorite, guys. But he's so far my favorite. We have the lesser Shaggoth. Ugh. And you can kind of see he's changing the blocks as he walks. So he's kind of like got some goo over him. We have the lesser Dread Beast. Don't like it. We have the greater Dread Spawn. There's like a little eye thing going on. And then he's coming over to maybe fight with the other one. Who knows? We have the Remnant. Not bad. Let's go on time. Set 0. Then we have the Omothol Gal. Not bad. Like him. The anti-zombie. The anti-spider. And whoa! That spider is so cool. I love it. Then we have the, what was this one? Oh, the anti-skeleton. He kind of looks like a normal skeleton to me. Oh, crazy. And then we have our last two. And guys, would you guys have guessed it? We have the Oblivion items. So, here we go. We've got the demon chicken. Ooh, scary. Now, even though it looks like he's burning, he's not. He's fine. Gosh, but look at that. He's crazy. With the demon cow. And then, to be able to finish off and make sure that no one survives this, we have the Oblivion TNT. Here we go. How do we start this thing? So we get a flint, maybe, and steel. Let's see. You ready? I can see something happening. What? What is even happening? Gosh! Wow! That was really intense. That was such a crazy TNT. Nothing survived. Dan! Dan! Oh my days, Dan didn't make it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. It was pretty quick towards the end, just because we had so many things to show you. If not, this video will go on for hours and hours and hours and hours. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And also give a thumbs up for DANTDM, because he's done pretty well on this episode. So guys, I'll see you all soon. Peace out.